For this week's fine motor activities, we're going to use some paper, crayons, cotton balls, a bowl of water, some spaghetti, some type of cereal that has a hole in the middle like Cheerios, Fruit Loops, and some crayons. Okay, the first activity, we're going to work on some coloring. So what I usually do is I get a crayon and I break it in half. This way it encourages the student to hold the crayon into their fingers. And we're just going to work on coloring little bitty circles. So what you want them to do is use a circular motion to color in the circles. And these are just different sizes. And it encourages them to use their hand and their fingers rather than their whole arms to color. So what I see a lot of times kids do is they try to color using their whole arm, and they get their arm up over the table. But what we try to encourage them to do is keep their arm onto the table and just use circular motions and just their fingers to color in the circles. So you can just make however many you want, depending on how long they're interested in this activity. Okay, in the handout activity sheets that I provided, there's some things that you can print off. If you can't print them off, then you can just draw. So the first thing is a gumball machine. So what I have is just some cereal, different color cereal, and then I'm going to use a chip clip. You can use a chip clip, a clothespin, tweezers, anything that you can find that they can open and close like this. So you're just going to pick up your cereal and you're just going to place it into your gumball machine. Just have them do it until they fill up the whole gumball machine. And this will work on their pincer grasp and also some pincer strength. And we do things like this at school with the same type of supplies. And just have them cover the whole gumball machine up. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our Play-Doh or a putty that you had from last week, and they're just going to have them roll again into a ball, and if they can't do that, you can help them. Or they can squish it into a square, but it needs to be where it's kind of thick. Then you're going to get your piece of spaghetti and put it into the piece of dough, and then they're just going to practice threading the cereal through the spaghetti. And you can always break it off and make it shorter if they tend to put a lot of pressure on so that the spaghetti doesn't break. And for the last activity, we're just going to have a bowl of water and another bowl and some cotton balls. We're going to put the cotton balls into the water, and they're just going to practice squeezing out the water using their little fingers. And this also will work on some hand strength. And if you don't want it to be so messy, then they can just squeeze it into the same, squeeze it into the same container. And that's all for this week. Like I said, there are some more activities on the handouts that I provided to you.